My name's Zach. I'm here to talk to you about the illusion of transparency. So one day I was at a track meet and I was really nervous. It was a big conference meet and I was shaking on the inside. So I automatically thought that my coaches and everyone else would realize this and was like, "What are you doing? What are you?" But actually, going to that meet, my coach said, "Hey, you look like really confident. You look into it, like you're ready for the meet." And to me, that is not what I perceive that everyone else would think on the outside. This situation that I just explained right here is a perfect example of the illusion of transparency. So, the illusion of transparency is like you could be noticing it whenever, wherever, like you could be doing it without anyone knowing what's going on. So, that is why I'm here today to talk to you about the illusion of transparency. Um, I'll tell you what the illusion of transparency is, how to detect it, and then on top of it, I will give you ways on how you can like reduce the effect of the illusion of transparency. Now I'll be getting into the first point of what is the illusion of transparency. So the illusion of transparency basically is where you think you perceive things differently than what how other people would perceive them. So you may be thinking that somebody knows your facial, emotional, and facial expressions on the outside, but ideally they do not or may not see that. That right there is the illusion of transparency. Some examples, like right now, I'm giving a public speech. I could be nervous as heck, like tap my fingers, like nervous as all heck, and nobody would notice. Nobody could tell that, and me thinking that people would know that would make me nervous. Another example is liars. Liars think they are like the best at lying, but some people can just tell that they are lying. Um, so now I'm gonna get into how you can identify the illusion of transparency. Um, Basically, there's this method created by Elizabeth Newton. Um, you would pick a song that everybody knows. What you do is you'd be tapping your fingers to this song, like a do, like you would hum a song, and basically you would tell this person next to you and ask them, be like, "Hey, do you know what I'm doing?" And most of the time, these people would say no. And that right there is a test to see your illusion of transparency because you might think somebody is going to know automatically what you're doing, how you're like doing your motion, but that may not be the case in every situation. Another test would be to get drinks. People would give other people drinks. Two of them would be like normal, like maybe a soda or a water. Another one would be like maybe salt water or something that tastes like out of the ordinary compared to the other ones. These people would take these random drinks and take a sip of each drink. After this drink, they would be like, "Oh, the one that tastes bad." They would just be like, "Oh, this is not what I like." They might show a sour face or try to hide it. Them trying to hide it right there is another example of the illusion of transparency. It's a way of how you can kind of identify like how these people are hiding their emotions back in. So now I'm gonna get to my last point here, and it's basically just how to reduce the effect of the illusion of transparency. Um, so researchers will talk about the illusion of transparency and how it helps like the speech. So like sometimes you like talk to somebody and they'll just be like giving you confidence. They'll tell you like nobody really can tell how you feel on the inside because you look fine on the outside. So a little bit of confidence goes into play here when like to help reduce the effects of the illusion of transparency. So if somebody's kind of like hyping you up or giving you confidence, saying that you can do this speech, like nobody can tell how you feel on the outside, it will build up their self esteem, and they probably will perform the speech to a better T than how they've been doing, or how they thought they would do. Another one was the self distancing technique. This is where you look at yourself from anything but a first person point of view. So you kind of take yourself out of your shoes and see like how do other people perceive me? How do other people like see how I act and how other people will see like what I'm saying. Am I actually nervous on the inside? Am I not? Those are kind of things that you would use doing the self distancing technique. This would kind of be like third person, mostly third person point of view. So now after the last point, I just want to wrap up what we talked about in this speech here. I told you what the illusion of transparency is, some examples of that, how you can identify this illusion of transparency, and then some ways you can reduce the effects of the illusion of transparency. Um, so yeah, illusion of transparency. It's very common in today's people. There's everyone does it, whether you know it or not. But so hopefully in this speech here, you guys learned some ways of how you can reduce the effects of this illusion of transparency, so you don't have to feel a little nervous. Maybe get some more self confidence, something like that. So thank you.